Hercules in overtime. That was the difference maker against Optic. Remember, it came down to a 1v1. They almost stole that against Optic. It's time for our Scuff Pick'ems, and we've got Chance, the special bonus guest here to kick things off. Not only do you have a winner, what is the map score?
I was leaning Toronto until I saw the map set. I think this might honestly be a Falcons 3-0.
Falcons 3-0?
I think a Falcons 3-0.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. I love these maps for them. I think the Colossus is a little sus. They were 1-5 on it last 60 days, so a game 4 win. I got Falcons.
Ooh.
Also, I'm catching up, sis.
Oh my goodness, he's only 4 back again.
You might have to pick Koi.
Rosalie, make your prediction.
I'm going with Riyadh. I'm not picking Koi. You're crazy. I have all green on. I'm picking all the green teams today.
The Queen's favorite CDL player is on the stage right now, but he has to play against Cellium. I've got the Falcons as well. 4 Falcons across the board here. Best of luck, insight as we get the party started. We send it down.
This evening, it's going to be another heartbreaker. Our first team fighting for survival just went up against Optic, but now it's time for them to be the final boss. It's Toronto Koi.
Look, this is a Toronto roster that has made it to multiple Sundays in their previous years. And now the question marks are raised of what happened to the team that was gatekeeping in the top. With the new addition of Kips, he has brought some life into this squad, but we have yet to see any great feats on land. It's not a place that they are shy of, though. Hopefully they can pull out something here.
Birmingham, please make some noise for your players. Kleenex, Insight, Kips, and JoeDeceives. And their opponent making their main stage CDL debut. It's the Riyadh Falcons.
The first match jitters are gone, and now their back's immediately against the wall. They played Toronto a week ago, and they won 3-0, so they're comfortable in this matchup. It's a star-studded lineup, and that man Exnid has been performing throughout this split. And also, Cellium's leaving here with something. No way he doesn't win a match here on land. That kid's gonna go off. Let's get this match going.
Please give it up for Pred, Exnid, and Cellium. Let's head to Merc and Maven.
Insight's British, right?
I think so. I thought so.
Is he not British? I don't think I heard a single person cheer.
I'm a bit surprised, yeah.
I was thinking, I understood what they're playing Optic, maybe not gonna be a lot of noise, but I thought this one.
Yeah,
I thought it'd be lopsided for Koi.
Yeah, I thought so too.
Okay, well,
wasn't a peak.
I don't know, maybe he's from New Zealand. I don't know. Maybe everything I knew is not true. But listen, final match of the night here on Alpha, dead. Good break by Koi again.
Yeah, I mean, well, sometimes on resets, it normally doesn't go that way, but right back to it is Koi. As they win that opening set, they find the first 3 kills, get the early time. Chips is able to find one, but you have the trades in total control here for Toronto.
Well, Joe, considering we've casted about 17 exposure hardpoints so far today, what's been the biggest issue going wrong with teams on this map today?
I mean, we've had, it's always sort of this P3, P4, can you combine both of them? But we've had a lot of big P3 breaks, I feel like today specifically.
I was gonna say, we just in our casting, we didn't have very many. The biggest hold might have been like 30 seconds. Like, as far as the teaming rotated early, great setup. There wasn't many like lockdown hard points. It's just been kind of chaotic. And I don't want to say like messy, but just teams going to war. A lot of close ones so far, not a ton of blowouts in the hard point. I saw a snap there from Kip. Yeah, he had his struggles in the previous series versus Optic.
Yeah, well, you see number 1, Sally. They were trying to find Cellium, and you saw them looking for with the way the spawns come up, where that player spawned near that close solar. JoeDeceives is able to find Pred. Kleenex picks that up. So that was a scary moment. Can still be a little bit scary, but you're finding all of the kills. You're getting this time, but spawns do flip.
Yeah, Kips just spun behind Falcons. And it leads to some kills, but it leads to a flip as well. So I guess for Koi, it's like a wonky one that ends up leading to time here at 2, but we'll see how it impacts him on 3.
Yeah, I think that's ideal. If they could have been going a little bit better is if you still had P3 spawns. Well, you can see the way you were playing.
I'm not sure what Kips on there, to be honest with you.
Well, there was a hill. Hill was white for a bit. And
maybe
that could always be a little weird.
Okay. Nice lead, though, for Koi. I mean, they have the luxury of you're up so much, it's not the end of the world, but a break here and things could start to unravel a little bit for the Falcons side. You have Pred and Exnid both 1 and 5. They need to get rolling, and as we call for Pred to get rolling, he's able to find 2. Cellium gets 2 as well, and that'll be the cleanup. So far, so good for Falcons here at the P3.
Yeah, this is what you needed if you were Falcons, just to slow this game down, get back into the swing of things. Exnid right now, not a great start, 1 and 7. Shots not hitting, but his teammates, they tend to have his back. His Cell's already up to 10, leading the scoreboard. And, well, Toronto right now just trying to keep them spawning towards the back.
And you never know. I mean, honestly, is Exnid well here? Okay, starting to change some kills. He might have been a little flustered by whatever issues were going on. You know, I got to feel as a player, like you have to get your stuff right to compete, but the longer the crowd's like waiting, I'm sure you just a little agitated maybe, so maybe he'll get into his rhythm.
Finds number 12, trying to look for number 13 in P4 control.
Now their turn to lock this down for some time, but it might be not very long of a lockdown. We'll see. Okay, I thought pressure going to be here almost immediately from Falcons, but a couple of key one-on-one gunfight wins for Koi. Keeps him in the fight. You go in, you go out, you put him down. JoeDeceives wins another one. They look to push out the lead once again. You lose a lot of time at 3, you got to answer at 4, and so far they've done that.
Yeah, maybe here's a look at kind of like what Chance was talking about, just a little bit staggered going 2 by 2. So now if you're JG, you have to wait for your teammates, and now you got to call this off. You're just going to rotate with 10 seconds left. So after that first like initial 10 seconds at this before was all Koi, you barely
see it. Maybe Falcons can start to play together a bit more. It's going to be immediate pressure here. You lose 2. Cellium, one of the best players from playing in from the objective, not able to get anything done there. Pred damage into multiple, but only gets 1 with the nade, and that's going to be another early break here for Koi, and a chance to extend this lead out close to 100.
Yeah, and Koi they just take top mid control right away. Joe, I mean, he was on 6 in a row. Clinics is on 5 in a row, so that duo continues to play at such a high level. And now they have this break, still 30 seconds. Yo can have a 100-point lead, plus you get the Hellstorm on a Kleenex.
I mean, we had a big combo about kind of JoeDeceives needing help, and it felt like Kips was that guy when he joined the team because he was putting up numbers, but if Kleenex starts to dial back the clock a little bit, that is an insane 1-2 punch with him and JoeDeceives.
Yeah, I think similar to Envoy, he's probably just like, give me the land, and I'm going to start to play how I know how to play, and he has done that so far. When you're going to have to lock in and play at your best, and you're getting that out of Kleenex.
He might need it all series long, but doing it all. Leading in time, leading in kills. Into our second set we go. What do Falcons need to clean up now?
Well, yeah, look at the SMG duo. I feel like those two, those are the guys that sort of set the map. They put the pressure on the map. They're so annoying to play against, especially on a map like Exposure. If they are not winning their initial one-on-ones and then getting lost, kind of like what we're seeing from Exnid right now, it's going to be tough for them to win. And as well as this is going for Exnid, they have not gotten any time.
Well, it might be one of those things, just you got to imagine they're going to start to warm up and get their flow a bit. How to Koi survive that Falcons run, or does it ever come? P2 ready to go. First out to Solar, and next will be Koi. Pressure's going to be here and be here quickly. Kemp's only so much you can do in that situation. A much-needed break and a very coordinated effort for Falcons.
Yeah, now this is your chance, because you can chain these two together, but JoeDeceives is able to find that double. He's playing his life, looking for number 3. Would love to have it, and he gets it. Continue to go, young man. Putting 4 on the board.
You finally have a really good moment for Falcons, and then you get JoeDeceives. He just kills everybody, and you know he's gonna have a couple moments like that in map. It just comes at a moment where maybe that was the turn for Falcons to make a run.
Yeah, because you can chain this into the P3 with the spawns that you have, but now with 20 seconds left, you have to give this up. We'll see if anybody spawns out. That would be Pred, and he's actually out, so they can go and try to take this 3 versus 3.
Here we go. Key gunfights about to go down. Boy, but I mean, in an ideal world, if you can win this from the front, if your Falcons keep them pinned in the back, you win rotation. I mean, here we go. We're right back in the game.
Yeah, Kleenex is going on a long route right now, but he's going to get picked up by Pred. But it's been JoeDeceives. He's been the one stopping it. He has a chance to get all 4 again. Somehow Joe just destroys the Falcons.
So I said he had a couple of those a game. I didn't know there were going to be a couple of back-to-back hard points, both at the key moment where Falcons.
I have no idea how he's still alive.
That is twice we've set up like, all right, this is Falcons' chance. And twice JoeDeceives has just flopped it out on the table.
Yeah, no, just body slamming them.
Jeez.
And now you're spawning all the way back, Falcons. It is desperation time here on Exposure.
Down 110. JoeDeceives' streak continues. A little song and dance finally going to drop, but yep, as you highlight, the streak is gotten. One gonna spawn out old, and it's just contesting for now. Waiting for the challenge to come to them. It's gonna lead to a multi for Exnid, but then answered by a double from Kip. So Koi will get the rest of the time. We head to a P5, and it might end here.
Yeah, I mean, this is where you're going to use that streak. You have that extra utility. You're going to be called in now. In a trade on 1-for-1, but you're pretty much leaving Kinsman to die here, or he's going to have to get off that hill, finesse inside of the crate. Cell's trying to stay up, and while you actually land it in the crate, it spins to an angle to where you can get that kill. This is going to allow Kips to get set up, put the trophy down.
JoeDeceives comes out of the streak and kills 2 more. Gives Kips a chance here to hold down. And that is JoeDeceives setting up Kips to then make the play. They basically have like a 2v4 there to hold on to the hard point. Now 5 points away from sealing this. JoeDeceives up over 30. It's a monster map. It's a map 1 win. Boy, get it started early. Search this year is going to be very hard. It is.
Well, you say that, and then you have Cellium on your team, who's going to bring it back. He's going to find a double pressure through statue side, but JoeDeceives is still up, and he counts as 3 men.
And he just runs right by one, and that was Exnid, I think. So Cell is going to have no idea that's coming. I say Exnid has got to trade this. If he got caught, I mean, he just kind of threw the round. He tucked away in a corner and just had no eyes on that.
But both are so separated that you're just kind of stopping here. Right, like Exnid doesn't want to overchow, JoeDeceives doesn't want to overchow. You will have help here from Pred.
And I don't know if he was just thinking like top middle couldn't be open. He was just watching like a B push through. But he's just gonna lay down, and I thought it paid off, but he gets up with the worst timing. JoeDeceives slams him. And you had a 3v2, but only for a moment. Now all gonna be on Pred to try and clutch this up.
If he goes now, he might be able to catch him on the bomb. He's gonna have the angle, they line up, but Tips has the AR in hand.
That is Surge, let's just duke it out. Sal had 2 in the last round to bring them from a 3v4 into 3v2 advantage. Things fell apart after that. Sal probably frustrated after that first round, but they'll get the plan in here, and now the retake pressure is going to be on Koi. They are going to group up and all hit this from the front. They're going to have numbers, massive numbers, because several take routes to fight for Koi. The problem is with the timing of it, all the heads are going to turn now from Koi to try and deal with this. They had one on it for a moment. He's going to get dropped. One player left is going to be Exnid. He's in 1v2 and he falls. Oh, lordy. Oh, yeah, but that's a little extra. But we're still early into this map, too. Kips was able to find the opener with a snipe. Their first offensive round. He's going to have sub out this time, so maybe peeked it with a snipe, didn't see anything, swapped, and well, he goes to look tunnel side, gets absolutely slammed. Pred, though, is going to end up dropping, and then Cellium does as well. You have a 4v3 for a moment. It is suddenly gone. Pred by himself. We'll see you later. Koi running through him. I think it retakes will look a lot different this time. It was like an instant 4-man hit from the front last time.
And the way Tory are playing this is sort of, again, just like try to catch them taking a route. This side, they were thinking tunnel and B side, and well, there we go. Kips is gonna find that first blood, and Cell just has no help again. You're gonna look for Pred. Pred somehow staying alive with 3 HP, goes for a reach out, and well, now he has to go.
This is getting ugly. 4-0 now to Koi. Not even like a kill in the early fight, like a late one that doesn't matter. Another first blood for Koi now. As their nades hit, Kleenex finds the opener. Cell, he got those 2 kills
in round 1.
In round 1, and then he's been first dead like 3 times. But he is having struggles right now.
Yeah, not what we expect from him whatsoever. Now it's his on to Pred. A lot of people check this corner. He's gonna try to play his life. Throws a smoke down at his feet, but Joe's like, I'm gonna just spray through this. But you do a good job to trade, and there's the teamwork. Tiz and Exnid fly on through, and you're able to close a round.
All right, there we go. Help is here. Might have been there a little too late. It was there a little late. Kips is gonna be by himself down 1v2. He'd get 3 in this round if he can clutch it up. I thought, I was like, he's either by enough time to help there perfectly, he's like perfect bait, or it's not. It looks like a little
off. Well, yeah, I think they started to go through B, and then he's like, yo, they're pushing. You're gonna have to get towards side door, but still a chance here for Kips. 1 versus 2, bomb being planted at B.
Yeah, it's like you either leave him out to dry and try to 3v4, or you try to help him out. If Kips found an AR, it's a little more winnable. Going the long way around. This guy's creating figure 8s on the map.
Yeah, it's taken so long. Cell and Jizz, they've repositioned now for the second time. So they just pretty much have the info. All right, he's coming from defensive side of the map.
And I don't know how the hell you win this. I mean, pretty good shots there, but and actually, I mean, it's gonna be tough. You don't have an AR, so you just jump peek him. Kleenex not wanting to get caught through tunnel. He'll back it up for now. Really one guy to deal with over towards B. That's shoulder, that's gonna be Exnid that's there. But they don't like what they see, and they're gonna move this back over towards Jamie Insight, and here we go.
You have a couple of players still here for Falcons, but now you lose P1 control. Cellium's also going to die, so you group back up and Kips try to close out this map as he finds all three. Lincoln, you're out of the tournament. It can happen.
Yeah, no, it certainly can. All right, so I think we're right back into this, guys. We'll continue here with map 2. All right, back in. Going to need one more round, and well, Kips has already found your blood. 7 HP though, and can't squirrel his way away. Kleenex, beautiful shots at range. She'll get a second onto that, and suddenly your map 2 hopes hang in the balance with Pred. Wins one, but the trade is there.
We've kind of talked about being a leader, maybe not as much with this squad, but in the past has been Kiz. You might need a bit of 99 Kiz to get them back into it.
99 Kiz, you need full on Bulldog out.
Maybe 100% Kiz.
Yeah, 99 might not be good enough.
And may not matter.
Yeah, true. Well, he'll get shut down, and after the body shots, Kips is gone 4 for 0, and you're about to get pinched out, and no one's got eyes on this yet. The eyes, well, they are receiving bullets. It's the second Kiz mid-turn. He gets shut down. Kips pushes forward for his 5th straight. EMP goes through. Kips turns into another one. And since bodies were shot, Kips has not died, and that's one on the board for Boy.
His way up, but just gets caught, just trying to find a corner, lay down what we know he loves to do. But you have a chance here to get across and potentially score again if you are Koi.
They had no idea Inside was still there.
Not a clue.
Not a clue. I thought Ahead was going to turn her eventually, but no. All right, 2-0 now to Koi. I said they could not go down early.
The problem is this guy right here, he is shitting. And well,
yeah, no.
9-3 for Kips, finally take it down.
Oh.
No counter opportunities up, but maybe a chance to get on the board.
Hey, I think he's had a rough series. That's not me. Just want to get dialed in for this one. He certainly has. Going to be an overload score now for Falcons, a much needed one. Wonderful stuff. Your man forward on one side. I don't know what his body just did after it died. Got shot and did the splits.
Well, they're just trying to leave Cell. They were trying to go top side. You had JoeDeceives maybe working in position. And I think what Koi have done very well is kind of moved Falcons all over the map, right? We've seen a lot of rotations with the EMP, with the device, so you're trying to figure out where it is going. Well, it has caught them off guard. Doing it again. It's, well, you don't know inside his area. He's able to find the double.
My God, Koi picked them apart.
Yeah, they're frying.
Yeah, there is a gap right now between these two teams. This is, I mean, set to be maybe one of the more lopsided 3-0s of the year when you're talking about, like, you know, a couple of strong teams competing against each other. I thought the 4th inning of the third, it probably will eventually. You got a 2-on-1 for the score. Exnid gets 1, it's traded out though, and that'll be the 4th. That is a fast half. You blink, you missed it. Koi, dominant. Kiz missed shooting buys, because like, I understand what he was trying to do and get fired up.
Like, fired up.
But I want to know what he's gone KD-wise since he did that.
It was at the start, so.
Yeah, but he's 5-13, it might be like 2-12 or something since, I don't know. Streak is called in, doesn't lead to a score yet, but maybe map position for Koi to continue the pressure here.
One player left.
That one player is toyed with. Pred is slammed. Insight's winning everything. Stun won't slow it down enough, but it is 5-1.
And right there, Kleenex, he's just like playing a one-on-one with a top. Like, he's
hooping.
Yeah, he's hooping. Blocked it.
It's like those videos you see where it's a dad, like his 4-year-old son.
Yes.
He's gonna let his son go up and take a nice shot, just slam it on.
That's exactly it.
You're gonna learn, boy. Holy. 30 to go, and the misery of this one is over. But on one side, I mean, on both these, you're looking for a bounce back after getting 3-0. Koi, massive bounce back. You turned it around completely. Kips specifically turned it around a ton, but really the whole team, fantastic series. On the other side, Falcons, you know, you got thrown on the ground in the last series, beat up a bit. You just stayed there on the ground. and then got kicked some more.
And well, they never really had a chance, and that just pops the koi. The way they played this map, the way they played this series, I'm happy for them ever since making this change with Kips. They've looked better.
Thank you so much. First of all, Insight, what's it like playing in front of a UK crowd?
Oh, mate, it's amazing to be back here on home turf. You guys are amazing, you guys are loud. I'm just excited to play tomorrow in front of you guys again.
Does it mean more, the fact that we're here in Birmingham?
Yeah, it means a lot to me. Going into this event, you know, it was obviously up in the air whether I was going to play or not here. But I'm here, I'm in front of the crowd. I feel a bit more pride being here.
Yeah.
It feels a little bit more special to me right now.
How is it knowing that you've got that pressure to perform on your shoulders, not just as an individual, but also quite clearly to stay in the competition? You know, there are so many things that must be on your brain right now.
Yeah, I mean, ultimately the goal is we want to win events. You know, it's been a tough road. Obviously the Optic game wasn't great, but you know, bumps in the road, came back and absolutely slammed the Falcons. So feeling good individually after that performance there.
What's the mood in the team though? How do you guys feel as a unit?
To be honest, we're just like, let's take it a game at a time, just have fun. Obviously, we're dying for the points. Yeah, if we're gonna play like that, I'm excited.
You're clearly having fun, especially on that overload map. Is Kips having fun? Is he enjoying his big stage debut?
Yeah, I think his first couple games, maybe he was a little bit timid, but I think we saw a bit of his personality there. He was shooting bodies, screaming dead, you know, getting into it a little bit. So I feel like the Optic game kind of like put a smoke under his bonnet or whatever you say, and yeah.
Is that how you sum up Kips' personality? He just likes to shoot dead bodies.
Yeah, he just thinks everyone's terrible, and he just wants to chow.
Well, I can't wait to see that attitude going forward, not just here in Birmingham, but for the rest of the season. Let's talk about the game a little bit, though, because Exposure Hardpoint is not known as your best man. That's probably why Falcons picked it against you, but you smoked them on it.
Yeah, I mean, looking online, they absolutely slammed us on that map. So, you know, obviously they're feeling good going into it, but this is LAN, and, you know, a bit of momentum goes your way, and all of a sudden the game feels unreal.
I wanted to ask, is it difficult at all to play against a team that's not playing as one? Because surely they're a little bit unpredictable. You don't know what they're going to do because they're not running strats.
No, to be honest, it was kind of surprising. You know, normally they're a team that's like challenge every single thing, run at you. We call it rhinoing. But yeah, I don't know. It was just surprising.
Well, you've got some fans here. Anything you want to say to them?
You guys are amazing. I'm so glad we can play COD in front of you guys. And yeah, wow.
I think you might have some fist bumps and some handshakes to give out. So Jamie, I'm going to let you go and see them. Thank you so much for talking to me. Let's head back to the desk.
That is the King's favorite player, Chance, and he got the win on Overload Exposure. That was the only thing this desk got right before